Today's topic. Last week, I already gave you a lecture regarding the one of the 5 P's, one of sports marketing mix, sports promotion, right? You guys remember. But today, I will giving you the lecture regarding the one of the 5 P's, place and product distribution. Today's topic will be place and product distribution. Main content, the first I will be talking about place in sports marketing, and then the facility and marketing channels, and I will giving you guys kind of case study, a few case studies, okay? The first, theory of place. I want to give you kind of definition of place, okay? Place in the marketing mix refers to the channel or the route through which goods move from the source to the final user. The place could be the intermediary, distributor, wholesaler, and retailers. This term really refers to any way that the customer can obtain a product. Provision of product can occur via any number of distribution channels, such as retail store, through the mail, via downloadable files on a cruise ship, in a hair salon. Sure. The ease and option through which you can make your product available to your customers will have an effect on your sales volume, okay? The product elements of a typical sports team that require distribution. I will give you an example, right? The live events and tickets, concessions, the image of the live event via media, players and coaches via attendance, and merchandise. That kind of thing is product elements of the typical sports team that require distribution, okay? Florian, you know the concession, right? What is concession? Would you give me and students the definition of concession service in the sports marketing and sports industry or whatever? You are not sure about concession? Who knows concession? The bringing the game to the people is important, right? So when we think about the place, bringing the game to the people, so I just want to give you a kind of example. Professional Squash Association, okay? You guys know the squash, right? Squash, kind of racquetball, and very similar to tennis, right? But indoor sports. Squash Association holding one of its premier events. The event name is JP Morgan Tournament of Championship at the Grand Central Station in New York City, okay? Playing in 1A glass squash court, high attendance through passing commuters. Because those kind of facility is in subway station. The very, very unique. The matching demographics and big attention for low cost, big attendance. The sports marketer can expect big attention for low cost. But in order to understand more well, I just want to prepare the kind of the clip. Yes, that's why the price is very, very important, right? The last piece. The price is among the 5 P's, right? The product, price, promotion, and PR. But I think I just want to emphasize the importance of place, right? That's why I prepare that kind of the YouTube, right, clip. So as you guys already told me, so squash is not a popular thing, right? So generally, we do not have the chance to watch that kind of game, right? But those kind of events, right? But they just host the squash game in Central Station, kind of subway station and big city, New York City. But that kind of thing I gave the people to watch whole game, right? So that's very, very exciting event, right? That's the importance of place. Why they host the game at Central Station in New York City? We have to think about that, right? So that's why I just want to emphasize the importance of place, okay? But you guys know big attention for low cost and low risk, right? That's the advantage of those kind of place, okay? So grow the game by introducing it into new markets. The Manchester United Summer Tour, the last year, 2013, that will be chance to gain new fans and getting into new broadcast market, increasing merchandise sales, okay? Those kind of things is related to distributing the product from basic game knowledge to specialized team merchandise, okay? A theory of sports and praise. What's the difference between sports and other products? In order to see the praise, you guys have to know the difference between sports product and other products, okay? Or about the location and core product produced and consumed at the same time. Those kind of things is very, very important things. That is pure difference between other product and sports product, right? Sports product, sports core product produced and consumed at the same time. What does this sentence mean? Core product produced and consumed at the same time. Very nice, right? So for example, the baseball game, right? The players played baseball game, right? The professional player in Seoul Jamsil Stadium. That's the production of the sports product, right? But at the same time, the consumer, just like us consumers, watch the game, right? Go to the baseball stadium to watch the game. That's kind of consumption of sports product. But those kind of things, those kind of process, always at the same time, right? At the same time, the sports produce and consume at the same time, okay? You just have to remember those kind of things. Many sports have reachable location, and sports products can be extended in different ways. For example, broadcast distribution and online streams and merchandise, right? Next screen I'll be talking about the attractiveness of the venue. The venue means kind of facility, right? Same thing, right? Of the venue. Venue, the very similar meaning to the place, right? Place and facility. Venue and surroundings of the core event is extremely important, okay? I just want to give you kind of example regarding the home facility of Borussia Dortmund in German Bundesliga, right? Those kind of facility name is Siegner Iduna Park, right? The kind of German pronunciation, and usually in English, Siegner Iduna Park, but the German pronunciation is Siegner Iduna Park. Florian, that's right? Siegner Iduna Park. Siegner Iduna, right? Siegner Iduna Park. The landscapes, the first, those kind of stadium, Siegner Iduna Park is very, very close to highway and good infrastructure and emblem of the city. And those kind of facilities also good parking system. Good parking system is very, very important. When sports marketers think about the place, right? They always have to think about the good parking system, okay? This stadium is the German Borussia Dortmund home facility, Siegner Iduna Park, right? That's general shape of the home Siegner Iduna Park, okay? Artifacts, usually the German Borussia Dortmund, but the symbol color is yellow, right? So that's why the yellow wall. And that yellow wall is very, very unique, right? Unique thing. And that is the largest freestanding, German Siegner Iduna Park has the most largest freestanding grandstand in European country, okay? And that's those things, the Borussia is kind of museum of the Borussia Dortmund, right? So that, I think that the people got an admission ticket, the museum, right? The people got a free chance to watch everything, right? So inside the museum, right? Okay, so I just briefly talking about the history of the Borussia Dortmund home park, Siegner Iduna Park. That stadium hosted World Cup games, but we have to remember incredible matches versus FC Bayern München in the 1990s, and 2002 championship winning, 2012 Real Madrid, and European record in average fan attendance 1.37 million. 2012, 2 years ago, okay? The experience, incredible atmosphere and high attractive soccer, as you already see the YouTube clip, you guys just feel kind of the surrounding, the feeling, emotion, right? Everything. usually the surrounding yellow wall is the very, very unique thing in the Borussia Dortmund's home park, right? Aesthetics, the yellow pylons give the stadium its characteristic exterior. That's kind of unique things when you think about German Borussia Dortmund home stadium, okay? That is the importance of a place, okay? Probably the most importance among 5 P's, right? 5 P's are products, price, place, promotion, public relation. Among 5 P's, probably the price is the most important thing, okay? Because they gives us greater chance of sales over a longer period of time, and the price, good price, will give the sports marketer to greater market share and more profits. To give the marketer to chance to make more profits and better ability to track the changes in the marketplace in thinking, styles, fashion, and needs, okay? Even the internet make up the price aspect of the marketing, right? That means, that sentence means you just are thinking about online marketplace, right? That kind of thing in 2000 and internet industry very developed, right? So we have to thinking about the online marketplace, right? Not only just a kind of stadium facility, but also we just have to think about the online marketplace, right? So long-term decision and distribution channels for sports are the facility, stores, fan shops, online shops, and on official homepage, official website. Everything will be included in the price concept, okay? The facility. Usually when we think about the price, you guys need to think about the facility, right? The facility is very similar meaning to the venue, right? The facility is a central element of any sports price ensemble, an essential part of the marketing mix that influence the attractiveness of the event that have within. We just have to think about the price. You guys need to know, to memorize those kind of terminology. Accessibility, parking, design and layout, amenities, personnel. Every kind of 5 things, when we, the sports marketer, think about the price, those kind of important concepts, marketer need to know. Accessibility, parking, design and layout of the stadium, the amenities and personnel. I will talk about those kind of things in detail in the later, okay? The first, accessibility. Accessibility means most of sports marketers and consultants believe in the location. That is the importance of the location, okay? The placement is paramount in retail sports products and service, such as sporting goods store, as well as in the single-purpose health and fitness facilities. A high-traffic location increasing the level of visibility of the majority of the sports products, and as a result, attracts more consumers, right? So 90% of sports facilities customers can be expected to reach within 20 minutes traveling time. Sometimes people, consumers, meet the heavy traffic. That will be very, very the trouble, right? So every time sports marketer needs fans, right? Many attendance, right? That kind of thing, accessibility, is the very, very most incredibly the crucial thing every sports marketer needs to focus on, okay? The facility should be readily accessible by major highways and mass transit. Major highways and mass transit. Mass transit means, for example, bus. I mean, just a public transportation system, right? Mass transit generally means bus and every kind of subway, every kind of public transportation system, right? That kind of thing is related to the accessibility of venue, of the place, right? The second thing sports marketers need to consider when they think about the place is the parking, okay? The facility should offer ample enough parking spaces, okay? For sports facility like health clubs, they should offer 4 parking spots for every court, and for stadium and arenas, They should provide one parking spot for every 4 seats. Every 4 seats where mass transit is available. Revenues from 50,000 seat stadium is between $50,000 to $70,000 per game, right? The parking resource is a great resource for any kind of sports company, sports marketer to make the money, right? So parking is very, very important thing when not only in the marketing perspective, but also in the price perspective. When sports marketing think about price, right? They have to, any kind of sports facility has to set up very, very secure and very, very new, very, very enough parking systems, right? The surrounding area is the last one. The facility must be linked to its surrounding in several ways. The first, design, right? So new or renovated facility must fit with the local landscape aesthetics, right? Politics. Sports facilities has never been welcomed by everyone, especially nearby residents. So next one is very, very important. Sense of safety, right? The immediate environment surrounding a sports facility is an extremely important factor in determining attendance frequency. When a facility is located in an area that customers feel is unsafe, sales will suffer, okay? So that is the importance of security, right? So sometimes when you guys have the chance to go to stadium, right? You just have the chance to see security guard or whatever, right? Any kind of security company, every time protect customer and consumers, right? That is the importance of the security in any kind of sports facility, okay? Think about design, right? So new or renovated facility must fit with the local landscape aesthetics. I'll give you the example. I think I already gave the example Marlin Stadium, right? So Marlin Stadium is newly constructed in 2 years ago, right? So usually that kind of Marlin Stadium is located in Miami, Florida, right? So Miami, Florida is kind of symbol of orange. I mean, just orange is one of fruit, right? So Miami's color, just like the Borussia Dortmund, the symbol color is yellow, right? So Miami's color is orange and green. That's when they construct new stadium in Miami, Florida, baseball stadium, I mean, right? Every color surrounding of the facility is the green and orange in Miami new baseball park, okay? That's the kind of design, right? So renovate facility must fit with the local landscape aesthetics, okay? That is great example, right? Design and layout. Next one is design and layout of the facility. Design and layout are also crucial to customer satisfaction. Some of the key aspects of facility design, right? Ease of access and exit. Ease of access and exit to minimize the length of lines, okay? Access and sight lines for consumers who are physically disabled. Every time when they constructed the baseball stadium, whatever sports facility, they have to think about handicapped person, right? Handicapped person means, what is handicapped person? What handicapped person means is disabled person, right? For the social benefit, they have to think about the handicapped persons, right? So access and sight lines for consumers who are physically disabled, right? Location and design of food services, bars, concession stands, and bathroom, right? Provisions of crowd management and control. Those kind of 5 things is the important thing when they think about the design and layout. Design and layout of the new sports facility, okay? Next one will be talking about amenities. Convergence towards the sports mall. 박정원 학생, what is amenities? Would you explain shortly and briefly? That's very nice guess, right? When they this kind of sentence gave you the the ability to guess the meaning of the amenity, right? So amenity, as he told, amenity is kind of service conducted inside the stadium, right? So people usually go to the stadium, right, to watch the game. But at this time, the people, I mean just the attendants, customers, wanna get more service, right? More service besides watching the game. That kind of thing is related to amenity, right? Those kind of things, those picture is one example of the amenity. It's a real picture, right? So inside the soccer stadium in the United States, right? The football stadium is those kind of things. Everything is related to all the amenity service, right? So amenity is kind of extra service, right? The people have the kind of customer satisfaction level, right? So sports marketer and sports company try to increase customer satisfaction level through the amenity service, right? Through many kinds of amenity, okay? There are some examples of the latest amenities. The one example will be smart seats, right? A firm called Choice Seat installs special screen units on the armrests. The fans on these seats can request replay from different angles, check a rule, or order food, or even surf online website, right? Every kind of thing will be possible on smart seats. Sometimes customers pay a lot to get the smart seats, but when customers pay a lot, they do have chance to watch the game on the better seats, right? That is kind of smart seat will be one example of the latest amenities, okay? How about elaborate big screens, electronic massage centers, and sound system will be one example of the latest amenities. How about hot tubs? Those picture is hot tubs, right? Hot tubs and Hall of Fame. How about museum? The free ticket to go to the museum, right? Or just like Borussia Dortmund home park. Those kind of things, everything will be in the amenity service, right? So I just want to give the example in ice hockey stadium, right? I just was in Miami, Florida, right? Miami, Florida, but that's very, very hot and humid area. But that kind of city do have NHL, National Hockey League team. The NHL is a professional hockey league in the United States, right? So that home facility, usually called Bank Attorney Center, I mean just fans. Fans do have the chance to get free massage when they watch the ice hockey game in the ice hockey rink at the facility. Some customers do have the chance to get a free massage. Those kind of things also win perfect one example of the latest amenity service, right? I just give the one example, right? But every stadium has different amenity. That's the duty of any kind of sports marketer, right? So sometimes they do have other service. They offer other amenity service. Sports marketer has to develop and advance new and unique amenity service in order to increase the customer's satisfaction level, right? Next one will be personal. Personal means the people who work in a facility, right? The people who work in a facility is the personal, right? Personal may be the major force in projecting a facility's image and its ultimate success, right? The attitude of operation personnel directly affect consumer satisfaction because they are people who primarily contact with the consumers, right? Staff training for events is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity, right? The International Association of Assembly Managers have a video training program with the following titles. Customer service begins with me, and building, motivating, and maintaining the crowd management team safety awareness at public assembly facilities, and service excellence dealing with guest problem and problem guests, and service excellence patron with disabilities. That is the importance of the personnel. I mean, just now, every kind of the professional team has their unique organizational chart, right? But sometimes people are working for marketing, right? Marketing. Some people are working for PR, right? But some people are working for organizing, every kind of maintaining their facility very good, right? But there is kind of various departments inside the sports marketing company chart, organizational chart, right? So there are the people who work for developing and maintaining the facility good. Their people are very, very important, right? They play a great important role, right? To maintain their sports product very nicely, right? That's why the attitude of operation personnel directly affect consumer satisfaction, right? Because they are people who primarily contact with the consumer. So staff training for events is no longer luxury, it is a necessity, right? Every kind of people who work for facility, and inside the facility, they have to be nice to consumer, right? They have to be nice to consumer, right? Sometimes they have to do everything. Sometimes consumer and customers, they ask for different thing, very different thing, right? But the people who work for facility, they have to be nice to every kind of the consumer and customer, okay? So next one, I'll be emphasizing the sense of security, okay? The IAM training videos include emphasis on safety and security. Nothing drives consumer away faster than a fear for their safety, right? The sports facility should provide enough security guards to maintain any problem that may affect the level of safety that the customers requires. Those kind of sentences emphasizing the sense of security. Every kind of thing might happen inside the facility, right? So the sports company, sports product, do prepare any kind of the security person, I mean security guards, to protect their stadium or to protect their customer, right? Sense of security thing will be mandatory things for any kind of sports product, I mean sports team to consider, right? Next one will be evaluating consumer opinion, right? Facility is the initial place of most experience. The facility own evaluation is needed. Those kind of evaluation based on those kind of questions, right? Evaluation will be based on those kind of 5 questions, okay? What do you do before an event or workout at this facility? What do you do during the event or visit? Where do you reside? What are your modes of transport? How do these patterns change for different events and different starting or workout times, okay? Based on those kind of criteria, the facility own evaluation will be conducted, okay? Next one will be marketing channel, okay? Other aspects of praise in the sports marketing mix. Channels are various sets of organizations linked together to deliver a product to consumers, okay? Standard channel elements. There are 3 standard channel elements: manufacturer and wholesaler and jobbers and retailer. Those kind of 4 standard channel elements. Look at the picture: manufacturer, wholesaler, jobber, retailer, consumer. That picture shows a traditional channel for hard goods, okay? Any kind of sports product, right? Those kind of process they have to experience, okay? You guys know the manufacturer, right? Manufacture means produce, right? The wholesale, you know the wholesale, right? You know the meaning, difference between wholesale and retail, right? wholesaler and retailer. And between wholesaler and retailer, there should be jobber, right? Jobber, very similar meaning to the agent, right? Jobber connects the wholesale and retailing process, right? Wholesaling and retailing process, jobber connects, right? Final step will be the consumer, right? Final step will be consumer. That picture is a traditional channel of the hard goods, okay? Now we can think about the channels for professional sports teams, right? M means manufacturer, right? Sports products, sports producer and sports manufacturer. And C means sports consumer, right? In this process. There is very, very similar process, right? The previous screen, you guys do have the chance to see the traditional channel, right? But those kind of thing is very, very traditional. We can apply traditional channel to the sports concept, right? The event media C. The media plays a role just like jobber, right? I think a jobber, in the previous screen, jobber is the same thing, right? To the agent, whatever, right? Those kind of sports teams, the manufacturer and the consumer, right? Media, every time media connects the manufacturer and consumer. That is the importance of the media in any kind of sports industry and marketing perspective. Media play a very, very crucial role, okay? Traditional channel of on-site box office for every ticket, surfing the web to find manufacturer sites, order online or without using wholesaler or retailer. Also, televising the events and distributing via television to a wide audience, okay? That picture shows the channels for professional sports products, okay? Sports marketing channels. There are 4 factors to weigh when considering channels for product distribution in sports, right? The first one is expertise, and second one will be cost, and third one will be the control, last one will be the adaptability, okay? There is no simple formula for determining the best marketing channel. It is a constant balancing act, right? Next one is retail sports operation. Traditionally, retail outlets remain important elements for sports marketing channel, right? But at this moment, new twists in today's sports marketplace include integration by teams, clubs, and governing bodies poured into the retail business. For example, college program led the way. I mean, just the example is the University of Michigan, right? Located in the Michigan State, developed retail outlets and used direct mail sales to season ticket holders. That is new and unique way, right? So I just want to give you guys the example regarding those kind of things, right? Retail sports operation. That is perfect example, but important thing, not a professional team, just only college team, right? The University of Michigan, college, the basketball and football program developed retail outlet and used direct mail sales to season ticket holders, right? They just developed a new and unique way, right? Regarding retail sports operation. The trend of integrating entertainment backward into retail store began with Disney, right? You guys know the Disney, right? Disney is kind of located in Hollywood and Orlando, Florida, right? Two things to Disney. Nike follows and has its concept stores, Nike Town Retail Store. We just usually call Nike Town Retail Store. But regarding retail sports operation, okay? The next one will be creative distribution. Use creativity in planning and implementing new channels of distribution. All of them, I just gave you the lecture regarding the place, facility first. But those kind of things will be related to product distribution, okay? Before this class, I just already remind you guys. Today's I will be giving you the lecture regarding price and product distribution, right? But those kind of things will be related to the product distribution, okay? User creativity in planning and implementing new channels of distribution. Sports teams develop affinity credit cards with banks, such Visa or MasterCards, a team logo or symbol, get credit for being a Yankee fan. Sports organizations create outlet for the fan experience. That card, right? So Bank of America, that is kind of the bank credit card, right? But you guys do have the chance to see picture, right? So New York Yankee pinstripe state the uniform, right? That means such Visa or MasterCard appears to a team logo or symbol. Get credit for being a Yankee fan, right? That kind of things to give the customer the chance to be a professional team's fan, right? How about that? The other picture is also Bank of America, one of the biggest the bank, right, in the United States, but NFL, right? The people do have a chance to see those kind of cars, right? That will be, everything will be regarding creative product distribution, okay? Well, sometimes sports organizations create outlets for the fan experience. Sometimes, for example, the NCAA. NCAA is a national, the NCAA, as you guys know, NCAA is the organization which control every kind of things, every kind of games regarding college sports, right? The NCAA hoops city and the LPGA. LPGA is the organization which control the women's golf tournament, right? The LPGA fan village. Those kind of two things is good example for outlets for the fan experience, okay? Next, I will be talking about the ticket distribution system, right? Ticket distribution represents the fast-changing environment of sports marketing channels. The trend is away from buying tickets at the gate. That means standard distribution program beyond the box office. The team retail outlet, a partnership with ticket firms, partnership with other consumer retail outlets, a fatal deduction with selected companies, television and internet and telephone system. Those kind of thing is the method for customer to get a ticket, right? Admission ticket. Usually, traditionally, I mean just the ticket. People could have the chance to buy ticket only at the gate, right? The previously, right? I think almost about 20 and 25 years ago, that kind of system is very, very traditional, right? But at this moment, there are other things, right? Other methods for customer to buy and to sometimes to sell the ticket to other person, right? Through the medium, right? Those kind of things. Team retail outlet, partnership with the ticket firms. Think about that, television and internet. I just want to give the example at Ticketmaster.com, right? So in the US, Ticketmaster.com, kind of official website, official homepage is very, very common thing for people to buy any kind of sports event ticket, right? So sometimes they are selling cultural events ticket too, right? But through the internet now, at this moment, through the internet, people have the chance to buy and sell any kind of ticket, right? Regarding cultural and sporting events, okay? So that means internet is the main method for the ticket distribution system, okay? Okay, today's class, I just prepared the price in order to explain price and product distribution, okay? Thank you for listening to my lecture. If you guys have the question, please raise your hand and ask me. What's a sports marketer? in order to the increase customer satisfaction level, the regarding price, right? Regarding price, in order to the maximize customer satisfaction level, what is a sports market to make efforts? What kind of things do sports market to do? I just empathize, right? So to increase the level of the consumer satisfaction level regarding price, right? Sports market do any kind of activity, right? What should they do, right? What should they do in order to increase the, yes, very, very perfect. I just empathize, right? I just empathize the security thing, right? Security thing, how about atmosphere? You just told me atmosphere, right? You can think about the example. I just showed the Borussia Dortmund, right? The Ziegler Iduna Park, right? Every shapes. So you can think about the yellow wall, right? There's kind of symbol things related to local land shapes, right? Every kind of things sports market have to consider, right? Security things, and how about ticket? You just told me ticket, right? The ticket. Without ticket, people do not have the chance to see the game, right? In the stadium, inside stadium. Because that is the importance of the ticket distribution, right? The people do have the chance to get a ticket, any kind of event, right? More easily. I mean, just accessibility is the important things, right? So when they think about the place, you can think about the transportation system, right? I just empathize and the importance of the highways and mass transit, right? Mass transit means public transportation, right? The accessibility means every kind of people, every kind of consumer have more easily accessible to the stadium, right? That's the importance of the accessibility when we, in terms of price, right? In terms of price. Okay, thank you for listening to my class, right? So next week, today's class will be over yet. So next week, Group ACE will be presenting the chapter presentation, right? Their topic will be Olympic Games, okay? So I think after today's class, Group ACE undergraduate students, you guys have to meeting, right? To share you guys information, right? Personal information. And next week also I'm giving you my lecture, okay? My lecture will be combined by your presentation, Group ACE presentation, okay? Thank you for being here. Have a nice afternoon. And you do have the chance to watch the game, right? So watch the basketball game, right? I think probably the only first quarter was over, okay?